So we know cute to win, a lot of strong Conquerors. What about Back to the Future though? Let's talk about them. Let me look at the team section on the Back to the Future page. Gotta scroll up here and we're gonna take a peek. We have Masters. And of course, you cannot forget the TO, the tournament organizer, the man behind it all.
Yep, Anihi in Back to the Future.
He's going to be on their team for sure. So maybe we'll see his Dao-chan. He's been playing. Who else has he been playing in the mid lane?
He's been playing Liliana. I've been checking his history.
Liliana. Maybe we'll see Liliana in the mid lane. So yeah,
no,
Anihi will be
we're probably
going to
see his Ignis.
Oh yes, Ignis. But Ignis was just nerfed. Let's read. Let's read these patch notes. Arena of Valor patch notes. Let's go check it out. Latest patch notes. What you need to know. December 18th. It was a hot fix. Let's read about it. Mina, Laville. We're reading about Ignis, the anointed one. He was adjusted. His fire crash base damage was adjusted. It scales a little more off of ability power. So overall it's stronger, slightly stronger. But and this is a big nerf right here. Skill 2 Rain of Fire stun duration 0.75 seconds to 0.5 seconds. That's a big one. And it might not seem like a big one. Are we getting an invite? I am getting an invite.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. All right, so it might not seem big. You're like, oh, 0.25 of a second. But if you think about it, in terms of percentages, 0.5 to 0.75, that's a 50% increase. So if you're going from 0.75 to 0.05, that's a 33% decrease. So it's a big, percentage-wise, a big decrease. And when you look at Ignis, he spams these skills. So all those little stun instances, the longer it stuns, the better. So that they're nerfing that. That's going to be big.
Yeah, but basically what happened is they took like quote unquote what his like main tool is in a team fight and just like decreased its efficiency.
Yeah, so I wonder if we'll see Ignis banned as often now, because he was very often banned. His ban rate was right up there with Hayate's. And then we have Butterfly, a big nerf on her Whirlwind skill 1. So the shield is quite a bit smaller, which is good. They needed to do something about that, in my opinion. Yeah, it's a huge decrease in the shield. If you guys can read it here, I don't know if it's large enough. Let me know. If it's too small for you guys, I can zoom in. But yeah, at max level, the shield before would gain 800 health shield at plus 120% of her AD. So if she has 100 AD, for example, attack damage, she'd be getting a 920 shield. Now, that same amount, she's getting 700 health plus 90% AD. So she'd be getting 790 as her shield, as opposed to the 920. So that's a huge difference. And of course, she gets a lot more attack damage than just 100 attack damage. I'm just using that as an example. Omega, these are the big nerfs I was talking about. His movement speed, his redeploy, and his stun decreased as well. Now, we didn't see Omega in the last game. I've been playing a bunch more of Omega, and I think people were overhyping him. I'm guilty, I think, as well, because everyone was telling me he's crazy. I've seen videos of all these, how strong he is. He's actually not as crazy as I thought. I think Butterfly received more of the buff than Omega did, but it is definitely a buff for him. It's nice. He can do a lot of damage now.
He can do things now. He's no longer wet noodle mode.
Exactly. Yeah, he's not somebody that you choose to ban to be trolly and to just be hilarious. I've actually seen him.
He went from wet noodle to wooden stick.
Yeah, a sharp wooden stick. Because he's decent. Like I would occasionally play him now. Laville getting a good buff too, as well as Lumber. This is probably the biggest one. We've seen of all these characters we've seen Lumber and Ryoma. So Ryoma actually getting a very noticeable nerf, but Lumber actually getting buffed. His ultimate knock-up duration is now 1.5 seconds as opposed to just 1 second. So that's pretty big. We're talking about percentages earlier. Well, that's a 50% increase right there for that. That's huge. That's huge. So I wonder if we'll see Lumber today. I can almost guarantee we'll see a Lumber today. He's such a strong support pick, and because he was buffed, he's gonna be even stronger. Now everybody's in the lobby. So if you're watching and you're wondering when's the tournament starting, any minute. We have all the players here. We actually have the top is going to be Cute to Win, and bottom is going to be Back to the Future. And I think we can just hop on over there. We got the pre-tournament smack talk happening. Let's take a peek at what is being said in here. It looks like Anihi is not in spectator mode. He is trolling YouTube. Anihi says, obviously, well, actually he's playing, and that's the spoiler. Come there on, for you guys.
I have to joke around a little bit with Anihi.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm just making a joke as well. Sally is best carry. Who is Sally? I don't know.
Is best carry apparently. Got a name change, I think.
Oh, we got a name change. Oh, okay. I'm best carry. He might have sold his account. You never know. So we'll know to keep an eye on Sally. Sirendy says Omega was strong. I had a match where I went 5-1-11 with 21% damage with Omega. Oh, that's pretty good. But Sirendy's one match doesn't make the character, right? You could have had maybe a good team, or maybe you were just a really good player that game. I don't know. He was. I think he could have used some love, and so I'm glad they gave him some love. We got the pick band stages. Now, we've talked a lot about Anihi on the red team, so you guys will be watching out for him, the tournament organizer. He's a mid lane main. We also have Sully on their team. He's going to be the support. So those are the two players that I know the best. Meanwhile, on the blue team, all Conqueror team, we have Sally, who is actually best carry, who's a well-known Conqueror, Maddie as well, and Nightmare. And yeah, like you were saying, Tempest, these are known players. So they're the favorites to win the tournament, people say. Really? Yep. Omega ban. Are they actually banning?
Oh, wow. The Omega ban.
Yeah.
All right. I think that says something about the no longer wooden stick
yeah, I think
analogy.
You're right.
If we got Conks banning Omega.
I think also, though, they're banning Alistair. So if you're a team that's much stronger than another team, you don't usually go with meta bans. You want to ban characters that can counter your team regardless of the opponent's skill level. Characters that can do that is Alistair for sure with his ultimate ability, and Aram. So the thing about Aram is you can counterpick Aram, or actually might be seeing a Butterfly first pick. This is a huge opportunity now for the red team to counterpick this Aram choice. Sorry, Butterfly choice. What am I saying?
We have a Zip.
Yeah, we do see Zip. Now, a way that you can counterpick Butterfly is you just choose a tanky team.
Yep.
It's honestly,
True.
It's that easy. I played a game earlier today where my team first picked Butterfly. The opponents, they went Arthur, Malok, Thane, and I think Jinnar. I don't know, just like really tanky team, and our Butterfly was just completely useless. So that is one way to counter a Butterfly pick first. It's a bold pick.
Yeah, a very good way to counter Butterfly is to go with a Goat comp, which is basically just a tanky team.
Yeah. Did you say a Goat comp? Like greatest?
Yeah, Goat.
Greatest of all time?
G-O-A-T.
Comp, okay. Oh, if they chose Rui there, I would have been very excited because we have not seen Rui yet.
You're a Rui specialist,
at all this tournament. Yes, I am. I'm a connoisseur of Rui. I have her base skin. I have her second skin. I'm server's best Rui in North America. I just love her. She's super fun. You can carry games with her really well, but when your team doesn't know how to play with the Rui, it's kind of funny. And you drop your S2 and they recall next to it, and you're like, guy, come on. Just climb aboard. S2 takes you back.
I tried dashing out of it, then I forgot that no longer works.
Oh, no.
That happened That's in our game together.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we see Zip being chosen. Zip is, of course, probably the strongest support character in the game in terms of utility. He's not the best in every situation, but overall he's just the most well-rounded. He's almost banned all the time in the tournament specifically. Now here's the thing. If they choose Zip this game, it means they can't choose Zip next game. So whatever they're drafting this game is global ban picks. They cannot choose the same heroes in subsequent games. So they have to kind of plan that. Now Yorn against Butterfly. Now kind of what I'm thinking, if I'm on the red team, I kind of want to choose heroes that kind of counter Butterfly. I'd probably go with Joker, to be honest. Like characters that aren't afraid of Butterfly. Because Butterfly, Ignis, that's scary for Yorn.
It is scary, but they do have the Zip to get him out of there. They don't currently have any like lockdown heroes yet on blue team. Cute to win.
When you mean lock, what do you mean lockdown? Oh, like Ada or something.
Yeah, or Ada.
Okay. Yeah, it's true. So yeah, I mean, if Zip sticks with Yorn, then Yorn should be okay in theory. The thing is, Annette is actually a really strong pick against Zip. Annette's really annoying for Zip. She's like Ada, except Ada, you can see the ship that pops up. Annette puts an invisible circle that you cannot enter or exit if you are forced to exit that circle, but you cannot enter it. So it's just a big area that you cannot traverse if you're on the opponent's team. So Zip won't be able to ult through that. If Omen ults, how does that interaction work? Omen ults, say Omen ults Ignis, and then Annette casts her ult on top of Omen's ult. Omen would be pushed out. Yeah, Omen would be pushed out.
Yeah, Omen would probably be
and then
pushed
Omen
out. Yeah,
and then Omen can't attack Ignis because Omen can't enter that circle. So that's a really high level thinking there in terms of the support pick. She was looking at Rui, but yeah, the functionality that Rui would provide against her opponents is nowhere near what Annette would give. So
now this is obviously a hover on Lumber. It wouldn't make sense to ban Lumber here.
Yeah, because the support's already chosen. It's true.
Will we see the Zada ban?
The thing with Zada is that he's a high skill character. Are they worried about Anihi playing Zada? Like, I don't know if Anihi's practiced him a lot.
Okay, yeah, Anihi, he doesn't have a prominent Zada. Okay, a Lorian ban. Oh no, they are gonna ban Zada.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, as far as I know, Anihi doesn't actually have a very strong Zada if he plays Zada at all. Mm-hmm. He mains the control mages, so that's like Crixie, Diao-chan, Ignis.
Okay, he likes control mages. Control mage would be good here against Butterfly. Okay, so he's going with Liliana, who's I think a comfortable
he's gonna
pick
go with Liliana. Okay, I am a Liliana specialist, so
yeah, that seems like a tough matchup though against Butterfly. Does it not? Like if you dash away, Butterfly can ult onto you, like chases
really.
you.
So Liliana has the benefit of her ultimate. During her ultimate transformation, both into human and fox form, she actually is invincible during that time.
Okay, how long is that transformation?
It's
like
just during
second?
the transformation. Yeah, it's like a 1 second invincibility.
Okay. Okay, so if she times it right when Butterfly goes in, it could be, oh my goodness, Richter. That's a really solid pick. Richter's roaming potential is really good.
All right, Richter is really bad for Liliana because his S2 lets him block the Reiki shot. Do you know what that is?
That's her floating ball that chases. Is that right?
Yeah. So the Reiki shot is her second form of Fox form S2. Is if you hit the dash with the in Fox form, you then get access to your Reiki shot. It's an auto lock, so it picks whoever you hit onto it. It's really good for like force peeling and like forcing the enemies to back off. But the issue is because Richter can just S2 his way through with invincibility, it kind of takes the utility away from the Reiki shot.
That's true. Is it easy for you to target a different hero?
Yeah, you just need the wheel. You know the wheel thing by your attacking thing. You just click on who you want to like target. It works the exact same as auto attacks, basically.
Okay. Oh, that's good. So I guess, yeah, she would want to ideally hit Valheim, who doesn't have any dashes. or mobility or a net. Viris, okay. Viris is a bold jungle pick. She's not. You don't commonly see Viris in the jungle. She's not particularly tanky. She's tanky because she needs to hit her passive, and it's actually very hard for Viris to hit her passive onto Butterfly, because Butterfly's ultimate allows her to just stick to you like glue. You try to run away, and she's right on you. So Viris does have a stun. Her S2 is a hook that she shoots. She pushes people with her chain. And then her S1, she converges 2 chains to then stun them, but it's really hard to land it on Butterfly because Butterfly's dashing everywhere. Butterfly gets a lot of move speed. Butterfly gets a shield, so that's going to be tough. Also, Richter is tough, so Viris is going to have to be very skillful with these abilities that she uses. So it's going against a Conqueror team, like going against very very good players with a very high skill cap character like Viris in this matchup is going to be tough. So can Dark Spectre do it? Is he going to be up for it? Only one way to find out. I'm excited and eager to see if he can pull it off, but we'll have to watch it. We'll definitely get excited if they're able to land those skill shots there. And yeah, I'm excited to see a net here. Really good choice against the Omen and against the Zip as well. That's going to be annoying for Zip to try to rescue his team with that Annette ult happening. So before level 4 happens, red team has an advantage. I think they want to try to make as much happen as they can, but that's not a lot of time pre-level 4.
Get ready. Minions will be deployed in 5
Yeah, so basically I'm really excited to see how Anihi does with the Liliana. I'm a huge Liliana fan. But I'm definitely going to be watching out for the Annette this game. I feel like the success of Q2Win's team really depends on if Annette can really disturb Zip here.
Yep, exactly. It's going to be the story of those supports. We've got a big fight already. There's 4 in the mid, 5 in the mid for the red team.
Ooh,
but that
okay.
Ignis,
4th down mid.
it doesn't even care.
Oh, Dark
He's just a
Spectre,
1v5.
can he get out of there? Oh, can he get out? No, he doesn't. Oh, man. And now this Ignis is outputting so much damage.
That was a 2v5 right there, and it was essentially a 1v5 because Maddie was kind of back clearing the wave a little bit. That was Ignis in the bush taking on the entire enemy team. Zip has no health. He needs to run or else he might get killed by that Richter. He's in a tough spot. Yep. Yeah, they're going to lose their red buff. They can't contest that.
They're also going to lose their blue buff as well.
They lost both buffs. That was huge. That's a crazy play. That Ignis carrying that game, and wow, I'm honestly speechless. That was really impressive because that Ignis being able to push back that 1v5 essentially, that allowed the rest of his team to take both buffs from the red team.
This is going to be really hard for Back to the Future's early game. Their 2 main damage dealers, their Yorn, their Liliana, are both late game heroes. So we will have to see how they play out the early to mid game.
Yeah, look at the throw. Oh, big kill down there. Yorn went down. Yorn was alone. I mean, this is what's hard for Zip. Zip has to do it all. Zip has to be everywhere because this Ignis is so imposing in the mid lane that Zip has to be there helping out, right? Like Liliana can't contest this. Look at that lane clear. That wave clear is so fast. It's crazy. So Omen needs to be there to help out. They're setting up for the dragon. This is going to be a big fight here. Maddie's in that bush, granting the vision. She has level 4, so she has ult if she needs it.
Yeah, right now, Q2Win can definitely take these fights. They've already proven right away just how impressive they can be. Okay, Anihi, kind of in trouble. Does manage to get the stun. Now we have a blue buff take coming in from Q2Win. Zip gonna pull out the blue buff, and we got Maddie putting down the circle, cutting off Anihi from engaging team.
Meanwhile, look at the top jungle. It's almost like the blue team, Q2Win, they only need a couple of their heroes. The rest of their team is farming really safely, taking buffs, doing everything.
Oh wait, can Schmeckless make it out of there? No, he cannot. All right, we have serious pressure here in the bot lane. They proxy the wave. They are going to go for the dragon. And that is a very impressive gold lead 3 minutes into the game.
Yeah, Beery's finally got her blue buff. She had it, I think, 3 seconds before it was taken from her when she died, which is unfortunate. This is crazy. Like, all the lanes are having a tough time. This is really showing the micro ability. We have Anihi going against the Richter, but that's a tough matchup, like you were saying. Richter has the invulnerability on his S2. Ignis roams up, able to just clear it up. Meanwhile, the fight in the bottom, the tower goes down. Viries is trying to land some skill shots on that Annette, but Annette is super slippery. They ended up getting a kill, actually. That's really big. Kendrick went down, which is the Valheim, so good job on Viries and Yorn getting that kill in the bottom. Omen drops the ult to save himself, but not quite enough. Ignis is just going so insane right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, best carry, also known as Sally, completely changing the game right now.
Yeah, Sally versus Sully. We have one on each team. But look at Butterfly. Nightmare coming around the backside, hiding in the bush, says, oh, you know what? I'm just going to farm this. Not wasting any time. Look at just how efficient they are with the time. Meanwhile, Valheim pushing in pretty deep in the opponent's jungle alone. He's all alone. He's a 1v3, like, and he's not afraid.
He's not afraid. So far, Back to the Future have missed a lot of their stuns, which has let Kendrick just kind of hang out in their jungle right now.
Yeah, and this is a 3v2 right here. If they have an opportunity to get a kill, it could be it. Not anymore. Blue team has now joined the party. Cute to win is defending their team. Oh, big zip.
Oh,
got a knock up onto Sully.
Ooh,
Yorn lands the ultimate.
Nice
Good
ult.
shot by Yorn.
Yup.
They don't know Sully's in that bush. Oh, and Sully pops out, able to scare Zip. Zip is outranged by Ignis. You can see there, Zip used his S1. It didn't reach far enough. Nowhere near as far as Ignis's skill. Oh no, Viries.
Oh no, Dark Spectre gets completely ambushed
in
there.
his
Very
own jungle,
unfortunate.
just wanting to go walk through. He thought that Ignis had left. You know, they're smart. They're hiding in that bush.
Yep. Without vision from the support there, it's really hard. Like, normally you wouldn't even need vision in your own jungle, but with the oppression that Q to win is doing right now, Sully needs to get on that as soon as possible. Anihi taking on some heavy hits. We have Zip getting his team out of there. Nightmare, is he gonna go in? Oh, he gets Omen ulted. Nightmare looking in like he's gonna be in a bit of trouble here. Annette pops her ultimate, pops the circle, and now we have Valheim who pops his ultimate. And oh wait, this is a big team fight for Back to the Future.
That was huge. They got 2 kills off of that. We got to see that interaction of the Annette ult on top of the Omen ult. It pushed Omen out, but it wasn't enough to save the entire team. Oh, we have a tower. It's very weak. Yorn's under it. I think they might dive him here. We're gonna see. Zip is coming, but I don't know if that's enough.
Yeah, Sully coming in for the support here.
Yeah.
Sally has all the opportunity to go in right now, but decides to back off.
Yeah, almost all these fights, the red team, Back to the Future, has to take them with an advantage. I don't think they're going to win any 2v2s or 1v1s. They need to have a favorable matchup, 3v2, 4v2, if they have any hope. The micro skills on Cute to win.
Another invade coming in for Cute to win.
Yeah, Back to the Future's doing a good job holding their mid tower. That's the main tower. Central, that's the anchor. Oh, Nightmare coming in.
Oh, Sally getting.
He's going to do a tower dive. Yeah, big
Oh, can Zip get his team out of there?
Wow, that's huge from Zip. Good job, Zip.
But this is going to be another tower for Q to win. And hold on, we have Nightmare going in. Gets the triple kill.
Yeah, we haven't seen Butterfly as much because she's just been so safely farming. That's a quad? Oh my goodness, that's 4 opponents killed just by Butterfly alone. That's huge.
Oh, and no, that is Ravus. Yeah, try to fend them off as much as possible, but with just the amount of gold and the amount of pressure they put on there, it just wasn't enough. And we have a sub 8-minute game.
That was great. That was massive. That was huge. And we see, of course, Sally getting MVP, but for me, I'd probably give it to the Butterfly personally, because I was watching Butterfly that whole game because she's just buff. She's really strong right now, and like not taking fights and doing the farming so efficiently. It was so good. And then coming in getting those perfect engages. Now, of course, she would have had a lot more score if she wasn't farming the whole time, but just safely securing that win. If the game kept going on, blue team was so far ahead, they weren't going to lose, and they were just so prepared. But Sally, unbelievable, that 1v5 at the start, because Annette wasn't right next to him. Annette was kind of back. He was 1v5ing the enemy team. He was in the bush, and the enemy team was grouping up against him. He's just free.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to. Yeah, you definitely don't want to group up onto an Ignis. It just lets him get his stats and stuff. It's just not an overall fun time.
Yeah, so sad time for Anihi as well, having to face that broken player, that Conqueror. I don't think this account is Conqueror. No, this account is not Conqueror. This is like his Smurf account, or I don't know, but his regular account is Best Carry, if you're wondering who he is. But they cannot choose Ignis next game, so that's good. Red team must be feeling happy. What are your thoughts on the red team? So we're talking about the Zip and how Zip is good and can kind of help against Butterfly.
Yeah, so far, everyone, it's hard to tell because we're not going to put it lightly. They did get sort of steamrolled. But if I had to give like an MVP, it would probably have to be the Zip or the Omen. They were the ones trying to help out their team, trying to control the pace of the match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and big shout outs to Yorn as well, picking up 2 of the team's kills and the assist. 100% fight participation. They killed that Valheim early on. Valheim traded the tower for his life. But Dark Spectre and Yorn were able to put in a lot of work down there. And yeah, so Yorn also landing that ult on the Ignis. It didn't kill him, but
No,
still,
didn't kill
it was
him.
good reaction time. And Ignis is hard to hit. He's a hard target. He's lickety quick, moving back and forth. So yeah, excellent work. I feel like it was very tough for Zip against this composition. Not so much the composition, I'd say. It was more so the ability of the blue team. Their micro skills, and of course the macro, we know they farmed well. They're making great decisions, but just using their individual character and how they were landing them was really, really well. Like Annette's stuns and her ultimate, and we got to see Sally a lot because he was in a lot of the big team fights, stunning people, getting kills. It was a sight to behold. It was beautiful. All right, we're going into the lobby. We have to hide the screen so we don't get any party crashers joining the lobbies.
I mean, it also comes along with Q2 and status. It honestly looked like Back to the Future was playing nervously that game, so hopefully they can tighten it up and come back to maybe put out a good performance for the second game.
That's true. Yeah, if that was a movie, if you were going to the movie theater to see that game, that would have been a horror film. It would have been a murder mystery sort of film. So maybe this next one will be a bit more of a thriller. Maybe we can get some suspense, some tension. We'll see. Maybe it'll be a romance too. Maybe the two teams will just opt to dance and throw emotes in the middle. You never know.
We're probably going to see much more passive play coming in from Back to the Future here.
Yeah, I don't
think
so.
we'll see a 5-man rush mid this time.
That was so funny to see how hard it was punished. I was speechless. I didn't know what to say. I have never seen a 5-man like that.
I'm not gonna lie, that was the most Silver 1 thing I have ever seen in this tournament. A 5-man down mid.
It's like if their opponent, if that Ignis was not like supreme, like Conqueror level, like best in the game type of player, I think it could have gone very well for them, right? They would have cleared, then they could have dispersed, maybe attacked the jungle, but because the Ignis was just unstoppable, killed 2 of them, almost killed 4. Like he almost had a quad kill at the start of the game.
Yeah.
What was that? It was unbelievable. It was a sight to behold. Yeah, the chat saying it all came down to that initial Ignis fight, and that's, I think so. Like it set the pace for the whole match. Like say you're Anihi, you're the Liliana, and you're facing that. You're like, wow, that was scary. I cannot contest this lane. Like, what am I gonna do? Like in your mind, like I wonder what their voice chat would have been like. Are they like, abort, like get back?
Yeah. So the thing is, 5-manning it down mid, it can work, but it has to be. It's a very niche thing. So you can't do it into a mage that has splash abilities. It would work if, say, you're going into a what is like, say, if you're going to an
Raz.
Ishar, a Raz,
Yeah,
a
okay.
Tulin. But any
makes sense.
heroes with like a large area of effect, you just can't do that. It's not ideal.
That makes sense. That makes sense. You know, I'm just realizing here, I'm at the just chatting screen. We got my face and we have the dog cam. And we have you talking. It'd be cool if we had your face here too. And then
No.
No, you
Then
don't.
I would actually have to get ready then.
Oh, you have to put
I'm
on
in pajamas
pants
right now.
Put on a shirt, brush your hair. Okay, if you don't want that, I just thought that
Maybe for finals we could do it, but
Okay, we'll wear our
when
suits,
we're in the bracket and not the round robin part.
our ties, our blazers. Give Chewy a little time, please. Okay, they're all ready to go. They're just doing their little pregame smack talk. They're doing the ban phase. You're going down. Anihi said, "We got you this game." No, I'm just kidding. They didn't say that. I was just putting words in their mouth. All right, we shall see. We're getting applicants. People are applying to join this game. I'm sorry, guys. You cannot join this one. But later though, no, because we have another game after this one. So there's no joining. We did the viewer games already. Unfortunately, no more. But thank you guys. I appreciate the requests to join the lobby. It's very nice. Who needs pants for a face cam? Well, sometimes you guys see my feet and pants because I have a dog cam as well. So who knows? Maybe when Tempest is breakdancing or something, doing some head spins, if he's not wearing pants, it could be a little awkward. So that's why I want to make sure he's prepared. I can't wait to see that game back. I want to just rewatch that first Ignis fight. It inspires me, not in the game.
Yeah, clip it, ship it, post it on Reddit.
Exactly. Yeah, that needs to go on Reddit. Just inspires me in life. Like, you get obstacles, difficulties. Sometimes all the people are up against you. You know, they say you can't do something. Oh no, just remember Ignis. He took on a 5v1. Killed two of them, almost got a quad kill. Like, you can do that. Apply that to your real life, guys. You know, COVID sucks, but just remember Ignis. If he can do it,
Blue
you can
team's
do it.
turn to ban.
It's time. It's time for the draft, the pick draft phase. So bans, global bans. We have a blue team cannot. Oh wait. Oh yeah, no, that's right. That's right. They're on the right sides. So they cannot choose Zip. They cannot choose. Who's their jungler? Viris. Yeah, they cannot choose Viris. They cannot choose Yorn. Omen.
And Liliana.
And Liliana. That's the 5. The red team cannot choose Richter. So that'll be good. That'll be very nice to not have to face Richter
Team's turn
again.
to ban.
Richter was a threat. They won't have to face Richter. They won't have to face Butterfly. But honestly, like, if you're facing Nagloryy would be a really strong pick when you're a solid
Blue team's
Conqueror
turn
team.
to
That's
ban.
scary to face that. So we might see that. So yeah, who they can't pick Butterfly, Annette, Richter, Ignis. So that's really big. We will not be seeing Ignis on the red team. I wonder who will Sally choose then if not Ignis? I don't know. And then no
if
Valor.
Lorion doesn't get banned, we could end up seeing Lorion.
You could see Lorion. You could see Zada, honestly. He's probably got a nasty Zada.
Blue team's turn to pick.
Like, these guys are conquerors. They're server's best on dozens of
Red
characters.
team's turn
Oh
to
wow, we have an Omega pick. Peter, you wanna lay on the facts?
Oh! So Omega was reworked. He wasn't just buffed. He was completely reworked. So if you remember what he looked like before, he looked kind of like who's that? The Bull-Orbs from Pikmin? Just like a big round
goodness.
thing.
I wish I knew the name. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think they're called Bull-Orbs, something like that. He kind of looked like that. I don't know. Now he's like a sleek, like he could be a model on the runway. You'd want him wearing your Louis Vuitton, just showing it off. He's got this cool looking cape. So he looks amazing, but it's a rework. What is his S1 gives him a shield, gives him like up to 40% move speed. He's very quick in it, and he does a big burst of damage, which is based on his maximum health. He also gets aggravated. There's a specific word for it. Are we seeing Rui picked? Oh my goodness, that'd be so amazing. Anyways, yeah, this is S1. His S2, he gets it's kind of like Arthur. He gets stuff spinning around him, and when 4 of the things spinning around him, it's like energy floating around him, they give stuns them. Yeah, so 4 of them hit will stun the opponent for 0.75 seconds, I think. It's either 1 second. I think it was just nerfed to 0.75 seconds. There was just a hot fix on him. They nerfed him a bit. They brought him back down. Yeah, so the whirlwind stun duration 1 second to 0.75 seconds, and his skill 1 redeploy increased movement speed was just nerfed as well. It goes from 5% move speed to 40, as opposed to 12% to 40. And then his ultimate, it makes him invincible pretty much. He gets giant things floating around him that pushes away opponents, so he can push them back. Kind of like what Omega is known for, pushing people around, being a bit of a bully. But it also prevents like tower shots hitting him, and it's really cool. It's really cool. He does a lot more damage than he did before, and of course he does damage to turrets. His passive is he gets a charged attack I think it's like every 5 seconds. I can't remember exactly. He's very new, these changes, but he's pretty awesome. And we might be okay. We're seeing a Nagroth ban. Yeah, honestly, if I was the blue team, I would be probably banning Nagroth or Zada. Myself, I wouldn't want to be facing either of those characters. Yeah, and we see the Zada ban right there. Nagroth would be very scary to face on a Conqueror team. Some junglers you can kind of contend with a little more. Like Butterfly, for example, you can kind of counterpick Butterfly, getting a tanky team, that sort of thing. But Nagroth, like his counterplay, I choose Rui to counterplay him, but I wouldn't want to choose Rui into a Hayate Chognar composition. Like, that's pretty scary. Draft is shaping up. We see Hayate chosen for Cute to win. Now Hayate, very strong. We see him either banned or chosen every game. So I'm trying to think. Last game, was he banned? He must have been.
So normally when we do see Hayate being picked, we do see an Omen on the other side, but as you'll notice, Q2 actually got the Omen themselves.
They did. Yes, they will not be facing off against an Omen. Other ways you can counter Hayate is not take team fights. Because that's where Hayate really thrives. And we did see the other team, oh man, I can't remember their name. They're a Conqueror team though. On Wednesday night, they chose a lane support as a counter to Hayate, which was really interesting. Oh, and the most common setup we see against Hayate is Caphany. Caphany and Thane, I think, were often chosen. Thane for the CC, or Lumber, or any support that can CC Hayate. I'm surprised we don't see a Lumber, like with his buff. So we saw Omen picked instead.
I'll be very surprised here. Oh wow, they do lock in a Quillen.
Okay. Alright, so Quillen's pretty good here, actually.
Pick. He's good.
Outside of the Omen being a threat, but Quillen, so because red team opted for Chognar, so Chognar might actually be mid. They might go with Chognar mid as opposed to support, seeing the Quillen choice. Because Chognar is really good against crowd control, so he's going to be good against Ignis. I think that's why they chose Chognar. He's the counter pick to Ignis. But Quillen doesn't, he's not about crowd control really. Quillen's a burst assassin. He goes invisible. He hits you in the back.
He goes invisible. Yeah, he crits whenever he gets behind heroes. So the thing is, like, it's very interesting that they picked Quillen, because Quillen gets, like, I don't want to, like, kind of stunted really hard by the vision support item. especially because you can see his trail where he's going. So as long as you see that trail and then you pop your vision support item, because that's obviously what they're gonna go for.
Yeah. Yeah, and like you were saying at the end of last game, that Back to Future will likely play a little more passively against their very powerful opponents. Quillen's not a passive jungle pick by any means. Quillen's a very aggressive jungle pick. You can't really play defensively with Quillen because you have to hit people in the back. How are you going to hit him in the back?
But I would say that Quillen's also a very flexible jungle as well. He's very flexible where he can go and where he can roam.
That's true. He can invade. You can try to do that. The issue with invading here is that Omen's ult really stops Quillen. Even if Quillen goes invisible in Omen's ult, it's like his invisibility is going to run out. It's not indefinite. So we see Tulin actually going in the jungle. So I think we're going to see Ryoma or Chognar in the middle then, I imagine. Interesting, yeah. So Tulin's going to be farming safely. He's going to have his front line, which is going to be Omen, Chognar, and Ryoma. Kind of out in the lanes. They're being bulky boys, poking away, doing what they can. So Chognar's going to be protecting. Well, honestly, it's going to be Ryoma, Chognar, and Omen. They're all going to have to kind of protect the Hayate and the Tulin. Now, Omen can choose how he wants to play here. He can be a split pusher if he wants to, and I imagine we might see that because keep in mind, Q2Win did an excellent job farming last game. They were really prioritizing their farming and their macro game, so we might see that. We'll see what happens in the mid lane. Are we going to see Anihi do a 5v1 like
1v5
Sally did? We'll have to find out. Doesn't look like it. Opting to play a little more passively, pathing towards the bush. Clearing
all
that
this
out.
coming from a mile away. We are going to see an early invade. Quillen is very susceptible to getting invaded as well.
That's true.
He has to be careful that the blue buff doesn't get leashed out. Okay.
Yeah, excellent job by Back to Future defending that invade there.
Oh, well, look, red side invade as well. Anihi coming in for the cutoff here.
That's a good poke. Yeah, that's really good. Look at his health. It's full. Hayate's not so much. So unfortunately, he's going to miss that priority in the mid lane, so red team can now move and possibly invade. Oh, Omega using that stun there, doing what he can, doing an excellent job here defending their jungle.
Yep, defends the 3-man invade. Very nice job.
Yeah, that's really big. So you're right. They're playing a lot more defensively, and it's really paying off for them here. Oh, we see Ignis alone in the middle against the Ryoma and the Omen. All right, he's backing up to his bush.
Oh, he has to be careful. Looks like Chognar might be coming up into mid as well. Anihi looking like he is going to miss another wave here. Okay, does have Arthur to cover for it.
Yeah, it's good Arthur is
okay,
able to
Sully caught out in the middle, trying to get his team in there. Doesn't manage to do it. Quillen has to get out of there, or else he loses both buffs. Okay, gives it to Kendrick.
Whoa.
Now, Ignis, can he do much? Anihi is going to poke them out.
Did you see Ryoma made it out? Like, Ryoma's right in the middle of that fight. I thought he was dead for sure. I'm very surprised he made it out alive. That was very well played. I don't even know what specific...
This could be
was this
bad
lifesteal
for
that just saved it? Oh, this is a big dive here.
Schmeckless. Okay, whoa, Nightmare getting very greedy. And now we have Kendrick in a very bad position. He's super low. He has to recall. Will the team push him? No, they don't.
Yeah, that was a good job of Ryoma, like, just baiting them.
Ryoma
had gone back.
Anihi, can he? Okay. Oh, Quillen going in against two semi-tanky heroes, though. Can he do it? Chognar falling low.
Ignis landing a lot of stuns. They're quite low in the mid lane. That means that blue team may be able to take the dragon here. They do have to watch out, though. Tulin is back. Hayate has lane priority in the bottom. They won't be able to take the dragon here. They will not be able to, but that's how they...
Kendrick. Oh, nice ult from Kendrick, but it looks like he isn't going to make it out. Dark Spectre getting his buffs right back from when Kendrick stole them.
Yeah, there you go. Good job, Quillen. This is how they're going to win. This is how Back to the Future is going to win. If Q2Win gets too aggressive like that Tulin did, tower diving, they'll be able to turn it around. They're not that far behind on gold, really. No one's taking an
Sully
objective.
giving
Sully going
great
very
vision,
deep.
but will he end up dying for it? He popped the ultimate, doesn't matter. Nightmare with tool and ultimate does manage to get the kill. Oh, Dark Spectre, Anihi backing off in mid. Arthur coming in for some support.
There's a big alt
He is
forcing
waiting in the
Maddie
grass.
to have to go heal. Oh yeah, and
Oh,
the
and
grass there.
Schmeckless gets caught in the bush.
Oh yeah, it's tough being Violet. You're squishy, you're flexible, you're gymnast, but you die very quickly.
Ooh, okay, nice one. Coming in from Back to the Future, getting a greedy Omen who tried to invade.
Oh, I missed that. Was that up top?
Yeah, it was up top.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
hold on. We have another invade coming in from Q to win. Looks like they are getting slightly greedy here. Sally
that's
falling low.
huge.
Ooh, Cooling gets the huge kill and gets his reset. And now he's going on at Maddie. Can Maddie make it out alive? She's fallen low.
Oh, wow.
Maddie does not. And now we have Omen. Omen. Sully a little bit overextended. Anihi overextended now. We're seeing slight greediness coming in from both teams.
Yeah,
here.
yeah, it goes both ways. Like I think that is how Back to the Future will win, is by punishing the greediness of the cute to win. But if they do the same mistakes, it's not going to help them. I see Tulin getting the blue buff, and Ryoma's invading the red jungle at the same time. Violet can't really play very aggressively. She has to play very safely. Both Hayate and Tulin can jump over walls. They're very mobile. They can match the mobility that Violet has, so it's going to be tough for her. We see
Sully
Omen in the
getting
middle
some
again.
great
Yeah,
vision.
he's going for the vision. This time he didn't die, so that is great that he's able to
Red
make
buff
it out.
invade, Q to win. It's their choice to make. Okay, they do get it. Sully looking on to the team. Oh, hold on. Schmeckless is in a little bit of trouble. He's going to get tower dives here. The tool and alt manages to clean him up, and now Sully coming in for the support. Where's this team? He needs Anihi there. Anihi's not going in yet. We have Arthur coming in for some support, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, Ignis is farming in the lane, so Ignis is getting some
Probably
much needed gold, but still they are
He
quite
probably
behind on
should
gold.
have given it to Kulin though, so he could have helped his team out in bottom.
Yeah, they get the dragon. It's a big pickup. We also see Omen fighting the Arthur, but Hayate comes in, so that's going to be scary for Arthur. Arthur needs to back out there. That would have been an entertaining fight to see, the two of them fighting, but they're playing it smart. They know that's just kind of a waste of time to just hang out and fight.
Oh, and they do get the mid creep.
some
Okay,
farm.
nice.
Yeah, only 3,000 gold behind. This game's going much, much better for Back to Future.
Omen getting greedy once again, ends up dying for it. Okay,
Violet's
Chogman
quite
going
low.
in. Can Schmeckless make it out alive? No, he cannot. Oh, but Maddie looking like that she is gonna fall. Yeah. I mean, sure. I guess if we want to trade Marksman for oh, hold on, Sully blocking the tool and ultimate, and now Anihi has to get out of there. That is gonna actually be great playing for picks coming in from Q to win there.
Yeah, you see the immunity to crowd control on Chognar coming in really clutch there. The Omen would have pushed the Chognar back, and his team wouldn't have had to chase as far as they did, but it's an excellent choice for Q to win, choosing the Chognar, who's immune to crowd control, so it's kind of annoying for Omega to do what he wants to do. We see big tool and alt there, taking out the Violet. Ryoma does his somersaults out.
Stacks.
Sully
okay,
blocking the
darts.
alt.
Oh, Sully.
Good job
So much
saving his
damage,
marksman.
though. Oh, Chognar going in.
Wow,
Oh,
Chognar
man,
wanted that double.
manages to clean the clean Dark Spectre there.
He was just spiting, I think, Omega. Omega blocked it, and Chognar said, "No, I'm getting that kill. I don't care if I die. I want it."
Waves are really pushed up far right now. Q to win. Incomplete advantage state right now.
Yeah, Tulin's mobility really helping them out. He's able to be all over the map, it feels, and if you don't have vision, you do not know where he could be. It's scary facing a Tulin and a Hayate combo. And Ryoma as well, very mobile, can jump over walls very quickly.
Okay, hold on. Can
Might be Omen going
can
down
their Omen
again.
make it out?
We have
Yeah, it looks like
Quillen
he's gonna make it
chasing.
out this
Oh
time.
no, Quillen backs off. Quillen backs off.
Yep.
They're gonna go after Chognar in the middle.
Maddie's kind of tanky though. I would try to get out of there as Quillen as fast as possible. He could get pulled in by an Omen. That's what the risk he's taking here.
Yeah, Ignis poking, which is what he needs to do, which is really good. Getting some chip damage on there before this fight.
Yeah, but unfortunately, all that chip damage is going to waste. They have the Slayer buff, so they are getting that passive regen.
That's true. Yeah, looks like they might be dropping the dragon in the mid. They want
Dark
this
Spectre overextends, pays the price, and now we have Sully trying to help out his team. Tulin going in, Violet goes down, and now, unfortunately, Arthur is unable to fend off the team. That is going to be a GG clean 2-0 for Q to win over Back to the Future.
Wow. That was a much better game for Back to the Future. It was still tough. They still had a tough time. They got more kills though, for sure. They had more presence. They played much more defensively at the start, and they were able to hold their own. I feel like things started to fall apart. At what point would you say, Tempest? I'm trying to think.
I would probably say after the first Abyssal.
After the first Abyssal, I think, yeah, I remember.
So they played the early game well.
Yeah.
But once the early game was done, just the overall macro control of Q to win kind of just took the lead there.
True. I remember one fight they got a little bit greedy. They chased the Chognar under the second tower in the mid lane. They went really deep, and because of that, all three of them that had chased the one Chognar, they killed the Chognar, but then all three of them died. So the fight was something like that is what I remember, and I remembered that kind of from there. I think they lost a lot of morale, and things kind of went downhill for them. So guys, don't go anywhere. We have another match coming up. We actually have an exhibition match.
Wait, is it the exhibition match now, or is it another team, like another tournament game?
No, there's only one tournament game, and then there's the exhibition match. Yeah, and so one of the teams in the exhibition match is Cute to Win. This team that's favored to win, very strong Conqueror team, as you guys saw, and they're going to be facing, guys, another Conqueror team has agreed to fight them.
Is it first to 5 or what's going on?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think it'll be first to 5. It's probably just best of 2. Let me tell you which Conqueror team they're facing, guys. Next, they're facing the Destroys. Let's see what Destroy's record is right now. Destroys
That's probably
going to
be our finals, honestly.
It's probably going to be the finals, yeah. And it looks like they are going to be doing an exhibition match. This is going to be a huge exhibition match. Exhibition. That's a tricky word to say for non-English speakers. Exhibition. English is a weird language. Do you find that?
It is. It's definitely weird.
It's an odd one. It's an odd one. All right, we got this. The Destroys. I'm excited. I'm so excited to see this exhibition match. So winners, Q to Win won both their games against Back to the Future. Big shout outs to Back to the Future for coming and bringing their best. They did what they could. You could see a lot of improvement between game 1 to game 2. We saw clear improvement, so that was really cool. Anihi in the chat, OMG, that was so hard. Yeah, I bet. I was watching that. You'll have to, when you watch back of the VOD and we're talking about that Ignis in the first game.
Yeah, no, it definitely feels like you're like getting crushed by a weight when you're going up against Conks. Don't worry, I've gone up against my fair share of Conks too when I was getting coached in this game. It honestly feels like when you go up against Conks, like a single mistake, it just makes the downfall.
Yeah, they punish any mistake they see. They know the game inside and out. They play a lot together. So this is Q to Win versus Destroys. Okay, so we got the title up. All right, when is this happening? We did better second game, right? Yes, you did. You guys did much better. It really showed. Ooh. Ooh, I need to drink some water. Big shout outs to our sponsor, water. Stay stay hydrated. You need it to live.
I was gonna say shout out to our sponsor, the follow button.
As well, yeah. Don't forget, don't forget him. Show him some love if you're not following already. We got to give some shout outs to our new followers, Haley and D. Thank you, Haley, for that follow. Or Hayland, Halliend. I don't know how to say all these names. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. We got Pineapple0413. Beautiful name. You guys know I love pineapple. We actually just bought this last night. It's a pineapple. Let's change the view here, I think. Maybe that will help, right? Here we go. It's a pineapple candle. It's a soy candle, so you can eat it, I think. I don't know. It smells really good. It smells like pineapple. We bought it at a market thing last night. A indoor light show. Looks kind of like an urn. Maybe when Petrie dies and I cremate him, this is where I'll put him. In this little pineapple container. And what else follows? We got Haley Tran. Haley Tran, thank you for the follow. And who else? Ponky Yoshi. Ooh, I like that. Ponky Yoshi. That's a cool name. Yoshi! Fox Chow 18, thank you for the follow. And Chewy D is hosting us with one viewer. Thank you, Chewy. Sorry, I'm just seeing this now. You did that 44 minutes ago. Disciplers in the chat. Let's give a big shout out to the chat. Discipler462. I appreciate you so much, my friend. And I think I'll announce it now. We got 29 viewers. It's a good time to say it. So if you guys don't know, Discipler has cancer. It's terminal. The doctor gave him some bad news. Like, he's only got a few weeks, like maybe 1 to 2 weeks. So it's very unfortunate, but Discipler has been such a good supporter of the stream, and we really appreciate him. So to honor Discipler, this is what I'm doing next year.
Thank you.
All right. Next year, every Monday, we're going to be doing Motivational Monday. I haven't announced it anywhere yet. You guys are the first to hear. Every Monday morning, we'll pick a time, like maybe 6 a.m., 7 a.m., something very early. We're going to be doing Motivational Monday. I'm going to come on live stream for about an hour. I'm going to talk about my goals for the week, my ambitions, and talk with you guys about yours. We're going to set goals and stuff. We're going to have the Discord channel just to help us to live our life to the fullest. Because what Discipler has helped me recognize is we really take our life for granted. And Discipler's been doing video blogs about his cancer journey and all that, and how hard it is for him to breathe or to go outside. And like, I'm watching it and it's heartbreaking. And I'm healthy and I don't do enough, I don't think. Like, yeah, I like to stream, I beatbox. My life has so much more potential, and I believe that yours does as well. Everybody viewing, you know, we can do so much to challenge ourselves, to push ourselves, to achieve our dreams. People have dreams and they don't go for them. They don't chase them. Why is that? What's holding you back? So there's kind of a mentality that reaching goals or achieving things, it's not made in a moment. It's made in continual steps, continual small changes to create good habits in your life. It's gradual. Right? When I won the Canadian Beatbox Championships, one of my biggest dreams in 2013, I didn't just start beatboxing and then go and do that. I'd been beatboxing from 2006 at that point, and it took me 7 years to reach that point of practicing daily, doing all these things. And so how do I get back to that place? Motivational Monday is going to be that way that I can help grow with you guys, and it's going to be in honor of Discipler 462 and the great guy that he is. He's a father, he's a husband, and he's an inspiration to me, and I want to honor him and help share that inspiration, not only for myself but with others. And accountability is huge, guys. If you're wanting to maybe quit an addiction, if it's alcohol, if it's pornography, if it's whatever maybe is holding you back in your relationships, in your personal life, in your job, whatever it is, you need accountability to get over those things. And so hopefully Motivational Monday will be an outlet that we can have every week where we can get together and challenge each other and just catch up. How was your week? What did you achieve your goals? Whatever it is, right? A lot of people make New Year's resolutions. We're going to be doing a New Year's revolution. Instead of a resolution, it's going to be a weekly get together. So I'm committing to this. I'm committing every Monday. I'm going to do if there's like, for some reason I can't come in on a Monday, I'm out of town or whatever, I'll do it on a different day. But every week we're going to be having a Motivational Monday stream where I can connect with you guys, and we're going to push each other. I can't wait to see what we achieve next year, guys. Not just me, but you guys as well.